Hey, Steve Green here, the Make the Grade podcast. Our goal, very simple, to provide you with actions to help you get closer to your success, accelerate your journey to success. If you're a student or a parent of a student or an entrepreneur and you're saying, hey, what can I do to get better? What can I do to get there quicker? This is for you. We are in the midst of a series, a sequence, whatever, sort of a serial of some episodes dealing with the 5 structures of success. A little recap. Number 1, physical. 2, time. 3, accountability. Today, number 4, academic. Next time, number 5, and the final one is supports. They all go together. They're like the pillars of success. It's like a pentagon. You need all 5 for that strong base. Okay. Academic support. I got to tell you, this is probably the simplest one because it's kind of obvious, but it's sometimes so obvious people miss it. What's academic support means? It means if you, or academic structure, not support, sorry. It means you need to have a system that works for you to maximize your ability to do well in school. Or if you're an entrepreneur, to do well in your business. A system. Okay? There are different kind of learners and different kind of actions. Classically, people are usually either visual, auditory, or what they call kinesthetic learners. And it's the same thing with the way they take action. Now, more recently, they've broken them down, and there's more than 3, but I'm going to stick with this. And it interfaces with this thing called Maslow's hierarchy of needs, which I spoke about, I think it was like podcast episode 30 something. I'll try to get an accurate number on that. So there's this overlap of how you best accomplish something. Do you do it best by learning it? Do you do it best by seeing it? Do you do it best by hearing it, or you do it best by doing it? Visual, auditory, kinesthetic. Now you layer on top of that the idea of what's important to you. Various stages of your life, it's going to change, but the most basic level, or as Maslow's level number 1, is just basic needs. You got to eat, you got to drink, you got to breathe, and you need creature comforts. I'm not going to break that down any more than that, but the point is, it's what motivates you. Okay. So what you might want to do is think about what is your best style. How do you learn best? Now here's the rub. Let's say you're a visual learner. You learn best by seeing. But you're in a classroom setting where the teacher lectures a lot. Well, what style is that? That's auditory. So we have a disconnect, or a potential disconnect. Visual learner, auditory input. How's that going to go? Maybe not. So is the teacher going to change their style to suit you? Most likely not. Might you have to change your academic structure to suit the way the instruction is coming at you? Yes. Is it fun? Maybe not. Is it hard? Not really, but it takes a little bit of effort. So this is where I talk about academic structure. Know what your style is, how you learn, and how you can reproduce or regurgitate, sometimes the word they'll say, that information. Compare that to how you're getting that information given to you. Again, almost a reverse thing. If you do best, you learn best by doing, by writing it down, by taking notes, by outlining, maybe by making videos, making Quizlets, whatever, doing things, activity, active stuff. But the teacher says, go read chapter 7, 50-page chapter, and let's talk about it tomorrow. There's a disconnect. So you have to take it upon yourself. Accountability. Structure. You got to take it upon ourselves to think through this. Hey, I do best doing. I learn best by doing. I'm going to take an activity that would normally be pretty passive, visual or audio. I'm going to turn it into kinesthetic activity. Or learn best by seeing it, but I'm being shown how to do it by audio. Maybe I got to figure out a way to transcribe that and read it or see it or watch a video. This is where what I call academic structure comes in. Now, not to be confused with, are you going to be ready for a test? If you got a test Friday, you still got to study for it. But I put that more into physical, into the time structure. That's the way I categorize it. They all overlap. All overlap. They're never that independent. So the academic structure that I'm going to present it to you in this little discussion is simple. Figure out, think about, and if you're not sure, get with me. I can help you analyze this pretty quickly in like 10 minutes. Think about how you best study or learn. Think about how you're getting the input. Now, if you're in a higher grade level, middle school, high school, for sure, high school, you might have 5 or 6 different teachers, maybe more, with 5 or 6 different styles. And let's be clear, no one is criticizing the teacher here. They're doing what they're doing. It's just the style. You may be going right, left. They may be going up, down. Try doing that with your hands. It's like that floss dance I could never do. I'm not a great dancer anyway, but whatever, you get the point. So just something to think about. It all blends in. What's your physical structure? You got that set up yet? Your nice desk, your lighting, your outlets, everything. Your colored pens. You got your time set up, you plan it out. You're writing it down, you're planning, you're doing it. Who's accountable? Who's keeping you accountable? So let's talk about academics and your styles. The only other thing with academics I throw out there is almost everyone has one subject that's a little weaker than the rest. Not everybody, some people are super strong in all of them. But typically there's one that just requires a little bit more time, a little bit more effort. It just doesn't come as naturally. For me, that was always English. I liked English. I always liked to read. I still do. Just it never seemed to make sense, the analysis of it. I always felt I was analyzing it differently than the so-called experts. But they were the ones that made the rules. So to go along to get along. But reading Shakespeare and breaking it down and deciding what was important and that whole triangle with the the action and the tragedy and the peaks and things like that. I could never grade that. Take me twice along math. I'm always really good at math. So you got to know where your strengths and weaknesses are, and you got to plan accordingly. Okay, so let's not overthink it. Figure out what kind of learner you are. Figure out what kind of way you're being forced to learn. Adapt them. Do it on your own. Be proactive. Think about what you're good at and what you're not good at, and what kind of time you may have to use a little bit more than the others. Blend it with the physical, the time, the accountability. Now your academics. Next time we'll talk about support, which is a quick one. Actually, give you a hint. That's like a 5-minute episode. Go through that pretty quickly. Steve Green here. I would love to hear what you think of this. Hopefully it was helpful, super helpful, mega helpful, uber helpful. Email me, sgreen@makethegrade.net. Better yet, text info, INFO, to 215-825-3323. That's 3323. Get a lot of cool freebies there. Gifts, giveaways, cadeau, as they say in French. Yeah. So that's it. Hopefully you're enjoying this, but more importantly, hopefully you're getting value out of this. When I say value, I mean you can use this information right away. Not in a month, not in a year, not in 10 years. Right away. It's making a difference. I appreciate everybody. Thank you. Please share what's going on with us. If you're not subscribed, please do. Please tell people. I really honestly believe the more people get this information, more people being helped, and everybody's just better. Awesome. Catch you next time. Dr. Stephen Green signing off.